Hello, hello, and this is Kimmi from Notary Life with Kimmi. Hey guys, here in YouTube land, and also those over on Facebook. How is everyone doing? Hello, hello. Hey, so Angela and Alexis will be joining me. I accidentally forgot to send them the link. Can you guys hear? Is Angela right quick? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Earbuds in. Hey, Angela. Sorry about that. Hey,
I'm like,
Facebook.
where's
Let me see.
Kim?
Here, girl. Forgot. Sorry. Let me see. Can I log on Facebook so we can see who's over there too? Welcome everyone. How's your day going? What's new? What's new? Let me see.
This
Yes,
here
we
in
are live. Hey
YouTube land.
Elizabeth. Welcome everyone. How's your day going? What's new? What's new? Let's see. We got Elizabeth. Hey Brittany. Hey Janai. How's everybody?
Hey,
All right.
Brittany.
Hey April. What's going on with you? Treats and design. Chantel. Who else we got? And everybody that'll be on the replay, welcome, welcome. Hey, Angela, our other Angela. What you guys got going
Yes,
on
our other
today?
Angela.
What's going on in Notary World? What y'all up to? So I wanted to get on the other day, and I wanted to talk about the. Let me wait till people get on for a little bit. Hold on,
You,
let's
you're,
see.
you're kind of low, Kim. I don't know if
I
everybody
am
can really.
okay. Let me take these out. Can you hear me better without them?
A little bit.
Can you hear me better without the earbuds? Oh, let
A
me see.
little
Can I
bit.
cut it up? Hold on. It's up as high as it'll go. So you can't hear me, Angela?
I can hear you now, but
It's
I hear
still
you.
low. It's
It's
still low.
better. It's
Okay.
better,
Well,
but
we'll roll with this. Then I was trying to catch some air. I've been in the house for a little bit. Oh, they said they can hear me fine, Angela. So we'll go ahead. Hey guys, so listen, while we waiting on Alexis to get on too. So what I wanted to talk about the other day, and I didn't have an opportunity to get on, is the need to read instructions. A lot of times people ask, what are some keys to being successful? And my key, I'm leaving tonight, guys, is hey, welcome, Alexis.
hey.
I was just getting started to share my little story about reading instructions. A lot of times, that is what's going to make you different from another notary right off the bat. Just able to read instructions. And I am not a big reader myself, guys. You may have heard Angela and Alexis say that about me sometimes. They'll send me something. I'm like, I didn't see it because it was in the email, right? And they have a saying that if if you want if you don't want everybody to know about it, put it in the book. So some of us don't like to read. So reading instructions though. So take your time, read instructions from the signing companies. When you're doing general notary work, make sure you take time to read the instructions before you start stamping. Make sure you have the right ink color. A lot of times it will say specifically use blue, use black. Um, and a lot of times people say, well, they'll call the title company or whoever hired them, right? Because they don't understand something. But if you take time to read the surrounding context of a document, sometimes you can figure out what it's asking you for. Take time to read the instructions before you call title or before you call someone or before you start stamping. Because you start stamping people's documents and you haven't read what's required, you're going to make an error. I have done that when, and my most common mistake that I have found for myself and others is on the certificate when it says before me. You got to make sure, is it before you? Is it about the other person? Whose name needs to go there? You got to read the context, ladies.
One thing that I find that I almost miss about reading instructions, especially when you're doing loan signing, some of the companies, if you read the instructions, they'll say after the notary signs their name, they should put notary public. So that's something small, but that's their instruction that once you sign your name, you should write after your name notary public. So that's a little thing that you can easily miss if you don't read the instructions.
Yeah, and I'll go back to calling the companies right quick for clarification. I'm not saying don't call them if it's something that you just don't understand, but if you're just not taking your time and you're calling them on something that's like a notary, I'll say one-on-one, something that you should know just because you hold the title of notary, they will start looking at you like you're crazy. So we don't want to look like we're inexperienced. And I'm not saying inexperience is a bad thing because we all had to start somewhere, right? And I know I've my very first one, actually, I called when the lady called me. I said, well, I haven't done any signings before, honestly, but I have studied quite a bit and I feel prepared for the assignment. And she gave me a chance, and I'm so grateful that she did, because from that one, now I'm able to do the notary loan signing part. So just take your time and read instructions. What else you guys want to share tonight? Today? Oh, hey, everybody, welcome. And we got You Say So with Michelle in the house. She has a YouTube channel. Hey, Michelle,
Hello.
welcome,
I got something I
Michelle.
want to share.
And let me know if you guys want to come up. Michelle, you want to join us? You can. Anybody, let me know. I'll put the link in there.
So I got
Michelle
something I
is
want to
also
share.
from Michigan. Let me
This is from
put the
Michigan
link in
too.
there. I couldn't hear you,
Hello,
Alexis.
Michigander. I said I was from
Yes.
Michigan. Hello, Michigander.
I think she's in Tennessee now, but let me put the link in there. If you guys want to hop on, you can feel free. We'll stay a little while. Go ahead, Angela.
I couldn't hear you because my volume was down.
Oh
Oh,
no.
it was you, because I was like, I kept saying I got everything up.
Oh, sorry about that.
So
But I got something
yeah.
I want to share. Something
Okay, go
weird
ahead.
happened to me. Something weird happened to me today. Now that I think about it. So a client called me that I did a loan signing for like maybe 6 weeks, over a month ago. And I'm telling this because don't ever discuss something that the lender may have told the client, even if you know it's not true. So the lady called me, and I have the package right here. And she said, "Hi, Angela. I'm just calling because the company just called me and informed me that I have to re-sign my loan documents." And she said, I said, "Well, why do I have to do that?" And she said, "Well, they mentioned something about the notary." And she said, "I told them, I said, well, it can't be the notary's mistake because that's the first notary that ever, this is a true story. That's the first notary that ever came. And the way she was looking through those documents and making sure everything was correct, I know she didn't make any mistakes. So, I don't understand what the problem is." Because she said, "I'm sick of this signing these papers." And so they really didn't give her a clear answer. She called them back. So she told me this. She called them back, and she called me back again like 2 hours later. She said, "I just want you to know that it wasn't you. You didn't do anything wrong." She said, "They told me that they never got the documents back that they sent to the company." And she said, "I just can't," but she told me, "I can't believe that because the young lady was just so thorough and she was just really professional." So she said, "I don't know what's going on." She said, "I think it was them." I wanted to tell her maybe they lost them, but I didn't. So I'm saying that to say, never discuss what happened in situations like that because you really don't know what happened. But she was like really mad because that was her third time signing the documents. But she did say, she said, "Well, at least," but she was really mad because she had to sign the documents again. But don't ever discuss any situations with the client and about the lender. That's my tip and my advice.
That's
What
true.
do you guys
That
think?
is so true. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
I like
invited
that.
Michelle up on the stage. Hey,
Hello.
Michelle.
Hey everybody, how are
How
you
are
ladies
you?
doing? I'm
Hey,
good.
Good. How
let
are
me see
you?
if Alexis want to say something, Michelle. Then I'm gonna give you a proper introduction. Okay.
Okay,
A
okay.
proper introduction. Alexis, did you want to say something before we move on?
Yeah, just a little piece with the loan signing. In order to avoid a lot of mistakes when you first starting out, and honestly, even if you're not first starting out, I would say make it a practice just going forward with your business. Make sure you write down every little detail, highlight, print off that instruction sheet that they give you.
Mhm.
Every little detail, make sure it's highlighted. Even like if you're like me, where I rewrite it on a sticky note because that helps me to remember. So use that as
Mhm.
a guide so that you don't make any little mistakes. Because I know me, that's my
Mhm.
first thing I do, and so far, thankfully, I haven't had any mistakes come back on me. But
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing. Make sure you highlight,
Right.
rewrite, whatever you have to do, where however you learn,
Mhm.
and remember to do
Mhm.
any little thing because every signing company, every package can be completely different as far as what their expectations are and what they
Mhm.
require. So just to ensure you
Mhm.
make little notes about that. And honestly, if you do that, anything after that is not on you. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I totally agree. So I
Yeah.
always, like
And
Alexis said,
take
I might
that.
even take.
Take.
Uh-oh.
Oh, go ahead, Angela.
No, go ahead, Kim.
Oh no, I was just saying I take, like Alexis said, my
No,
main
I was just
notes
gonna
that
say even
about a
take those
signing.
instructions.
It's a little lag.
Oh, it's a lag. I wonder why.
Yeah, on Angela's side.
Oh, it's on Angela. Okay, Angela. Wait a minute.
It's
So
all me today.
it's on
It's
Angela.
all me today.
So, yes, I was just saying, though, I'm like Alexis. I take the main highlights of the loan signing, the instructions, and actually write it to the side because sometimes it can be page after page after page of information. It could be 3 or 4 pages. So I take the highlights of what I need. That's very important. So let's go ahead and introduce Miss Michelle. Hey, Michelle. How are you? Oh, you can't hear me?
It seems like you're on mute too.
Am
Your
I
mic
on
is
mute?
muted. No, her mic is
Oh,
muted.
Michelle, your mic is muted. Oh, she's going to come back probably.
No,
Okay.
Michelle left.
Okay, she'll be back. So Michelle has a YouTube channel too. Let's see. And I wanted her to talk about her podcast a little bit because I actually follow her podcast, and it's I'll let her tell you about it. So anything in the audience you guys want to talk about? Oh, here's Michelle. Let's see. Can you hear us now, Michelle?
Yeah, it went out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
guys.
welcome, girl. Welcome, my fellow YouTuber. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
So Michelle is with You Say So with Michelle, and I actually follow Michelle. Also, I've dropped a few comments in her stuff before, and I actually love her new podcast that she has with 5 other women.
Mm-hmm.
With 5 other women. So why don't you tell the audience who you are, Michelle? Welcome, welcome. This is totally impromptu, guys. So, but I've been wanting to do something with you. I just didn't know when, what, where. So I'm glad you showed up tonight.
Okay, yeah, I saw that you were live. I was like, let me check Kimmi out. As she stated, I'm Michelle. I have a YouTube channel. Started it because I just wanted to share my journey as a sign-in agent, and from.
Did she freeze or is it me?
I think it's her.
She froze a little bit.
Michelle, you froze. Oh, we having some technical problems tonight.
We just having technical issues today.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, you have froze.
No, you were frozen.
Me or Michelle?
It's me.
It was
I had Michelle frozen.
Michelle. It's me and you tonight, Michelle. We're freezing up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this Xfinity internet, honey.
I got Xfinity too.
All right. So you guys, so I have this YouTube channel that I created once I became a signing agent because I just wanted to share my story, right? My journey. Just kind of show people who were interested in being a signing agent what it was like what my personal experiences were. So that's kind of like my angle on my YouTube channel. It's just like sharing my stories, crying when my signer has cancer and I don't want to cry in front of them, but I get to the car and I'm like boo-hooing, whatever. So anyway, absolutely love being a signing agent, love having the YouTube channel. I have so many mentees. I have a 5-week training session that I've started from just my YouTube subscribers, and I just love everything about being a signing agent, being a notary. Like, I just love it. So that's just who I am. I am from Detroit, currently live in outside of Nashville, Tennessee, but I have a grandgirl in Georgia, Kimmi.
Oh, nice. You know what I love about your channel,
Nice.
Michelle, is your authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you're not afraid to even cry on there. I mean, you've had your moments where you've been super frustrated about the business.
Mm-hmm.
You quit your full-time job to be a notary signing agent. And that's there are quite a few people that do it, but not everyone can succeed. Do you have a few tips maybe about how to succeed doing it, leaving your job? Because we make it look easy, but it's not.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually working on another video that I'm about to do. That's kind of a touch on that. But even today, with business not being as lucrative as it had been in the last 8 months, right? So it's still slow, but I found things to kind of help, like my notary business, right? Just the general notary side of that. Being able to be a wedding officiant has tremendous help because I get.
Oh, are you doing that, Michelle? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, we can do it.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because none of us actually do it. So can you share that with the audience a little bit about what that is and what you do, how to start it or whatever?
Yeah. So what I did was somebody had actually called me and was like, "Can you marry us?" And I was like, "Girl, I'm just a notary." And she was like, "Well, as of April 20 something, act something, you know, like she went into like the title number and everything." And I was like, "Let me look this up." And I was like, "I'll be darned, I sure could." So yeah, so I just put it on my website, on my Google business page, that you know, it's part of one of my services that I provide. And then what happens is, like, people in one particular area, I'm like primary notary, so I come up and they're like, "Hey, we want to get married before the end of the year for tax purposes. Can you come to our office?" Like, I get the craziest like requests. People are like, "Look, we want to get married. We got rings already. We don't want any of our family to know. Can you just come sign this paper?" And I'm like, "I can come, but I ain't just signing no paper." And so then I'll show up and I'll be like, I had one today.
Oh no, you froze, Michelle. I want to know about this wedding.
Oh.
Me too. Wait. Wait a minute.
Me too.
Oh no.
Actually, my
Michelle.
101 that I did today asked me about the wedding.
Oh, here she is. Michelle, you froze up right when you were talking about the wedding today. Oh, sorry, Angela.
No, go ahead.
She can't hear us.
Oh man, what's going on with Michelle? Michelle dropping these gems and the computer don't want to work right, guys. Do any of you do wedding officiant in the audience? Let us know.
Yeah.
Do any of you do wedding officiant? Because that is becoming a thing.
Somebody just asked me about that today.
Oh, they did? Oh, let's try Michelle again. Hold on.
I am so sorry, y'all.
Oh, that's okay. So tell us about the wedding you did today.
Okay, so they called me. I was out doing an Instacart shop. Like, I don't play about my money. I'm gonna get it however it comes. So I'm not ashamed to say I get it. I get my coins. Okay, so I was I had on some jogging pants and this shirt here. And they called and was like, "Hey, we just got our license and wanted to know if you could if you do that, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, you wanna do it today?" I was like, "Y'all ready?" I was like, "You got rings?" I was like, it was like, yeah. I was like, "All right, well." He was like, "Well, how do you do it? Like, where do you go?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm mobile, so I come to you. Where do you want to go? You got any in particular place?" "Well, we're gonna have a wedding and we just want to do it somewhere." I was like, "Well, do you have a favorite coffee shop or something you want to go to?" He was like, "You know what? We have a favorite shop." So they sent me the address to the their favorite little coffee shop that they go to. And I drove out there and we did it right at the table. And
wow.
Yeah, it's just there's two pieces of paper. There's like a marriage license, and then there's another thing that you have to, you know, fill out.
Really?
You don't even have to notarize it. You just have to sign it, and you sign it as a notary public. So you don't even.
What do you put on your Google page? What do you just wedding officiant?
That's it. Yeah.
What kind of certification do you need in your state? Nothing.
Be a notary public. That's it.
Oh, okay. Because I was watching something recently, and the person, their state also, they can do it just as a notary, but they go ahead and they get the Christian life thing, the ordination. That way, because some people just want to make it look more official. So you might even think about that too, getting that if they want to see it. I don't know.
I ain't trying to get dressed up and be part of this whole to-do thing, right? Like, I'm not doing it like that. Like, if you call me and you want me to come to your office, or you want to meet me in the parking lot and have me, and I don't just sign a paper. I told him, I said, "Look," I said, "Do you really want to marry her?" And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely, I do. Her son are my life." And I'm like, "Okay." Aww. And so then I was like, "You ain't gonna cheat on her, are you? Because I mean, I don't even paper if you gonna cheat, right?" And he was cracking up. He was like, no, I'm not. I was like, all right. I was like, you trust him? Like, you really do want to marry him? And she was like,
you know what I love is that you made it special for them, even though it was something impromptu.
Yeah.
You know, and that shows that you care as a notary. And I love the fact that you're talking about doing Instacart or whatever you got to do to make it happen, because sometimes our signings don't come the way that they need to.
Mhm.
But if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to think outside the box,
Dude.
you know, and that might mean anything. So tell us a little
Yeah,
bit
you do.
about your well, actually, Angela wanted to contribute something about her one-on-one she had today, and they asked you what,
Okay.
Angela? Uh-oh, are you there, Angela?
They asked me about being a wedding official. I'm not. You can't hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can now. Uh-huh.
She just asked me that. Can you be a wedding officiant in Georgia? And I told her yes, but it's best to go through that online training to get your wedding officiant certificate.
Yeah, I don't think we can just straight up marry people unless you're ordained in the state of Georgia. But it's not a big deal to become
Right.
ordained. You just go to that, I think it's Christian Life website or something. Just Google become a minister online. It's a quick process.
Okay.
I think
But
2
that
minutes and they'll let you be a minister.
Yeah.
But look, that is a business all in
Right.
itself. I tell my mentees, even in training, they were like, "Oh, you know, well, just being a notary, that you only gonna make $5." I'll be like, "Girl, bye. You do more than just stamp a piece of paper and stop letting." And I tell them, I said, "Stop giving your family and friends them free notary. It's a business. If you want something notarized,
Right.
I said that today.
Right.
Yeah. And tell them that you need a Google review as well.
Yes.
A review. You are not doing it if they're not leaving you a review. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
first, I'll notarize your document afterward.
Yeah, we're big on that around here too, girl. Get that Google review because it sure makes a difference.
Mhm.
And then, not to get all up in your business, and you don't have to give us an exact number, but do you kind of price that more towards your loan signing fees or more towards your lower on the end of general notary? How do you price the wedding officiant?
Girl, today I was just like, I'll do it for $100. So I mean, you know, and it was like 2 minutes. Like I drove there, we sat down. You do, yep, $100.
No.
And I've done it for 2. It just depends on my mood, you know.
Right.
To be honest, I base my price, my general notary work is based on my conversation with the person that I'm talking to. So I can talk to somebody and he'll be like, "Girl, I'm in a bind. You know, I just need this paper notarized." I've driven like 45 minutes and
Right.
document and was like, "Just give me $5." Like seriously, like, you know, because I knew that that person really needed help and couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I love what I do. And I
Yeah,
know
it shows too. It shows. So tell us a little bit about your podcast, because you know I watch that also. I well listen to that. Well, I watch and listen because I see it on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm very big on your podcast. I am a stalker there also. And, you know, I've commented there. I one episode you guys did, I had just lost my mom, and you guys were talking about loss. And that episode, when everybody was going around talking about the different losses they had and how it affected them in their life, that show was so comforting to me at that point. It was so crazy. And it was just random that you guys were talking about that. And I will tell you something. My husband was like, he just happened to walk in. He was like, "You don't know them people. How they gonna tell you something?" And I was just like, well, one, it's not like I know you, Michelle, but I feel like I do because I see you on YouTube, you know?
Right, yeah.
Anyway, all that being said, some people are not into like guru stuff or mental stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And he gonna kill me if people come back and tell him what I said, but I am into mental stuff. I like to know about psychiatric stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, not that you guys are psychiatrists or nothing, but that particular show, again, it was just very good because people were so vulnerable that day.
Yeah.
So can you talk about your podcast a little bit?
Yeah. So the podcast is actually so it's really one. Okay, so one of them is my niece. And then the other
who's your niece?
Candace is my niece.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I love the title of her book too. Something about pretty.
Oh, that's Vanity. That's Vanity.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Which one is Candy? Is she the one lost her brother?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's your okay.
Yeah. She's my niece. And then the other girls, you know, we all just come to, you know, like some of them went, you know, grew up together. For me, because I'm in Tennessee, I got in part of the podcast because, in the group because of my niece.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to support her because I just love her, and then, what she wants to do with women. And so anyway, this podcast, we decided to do this podcast because we feel like it was just needed. And it was just really helpful for us initially. Because in our support group, that's what we do. And then we were like, well, let's just do a podcast. Maybe we can help people outside of the group. And so we just come together and we think about different topics that we want to, talk about and, and share.
What is the name of the podcast, Michelle? I know it's Sisters. Is it Sisters Connect?
Yeah, it's called Sisters Connect. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, definitely check out Michelle and Sisters Connect podcast. Is it a schedule, like weekly, monthly? What is it?
No, we don't have a. So I think no, we don't have a schedule. But what I'll do is when my next podcast, when we have it scheduled, I will actually just send you the link. I'll send you the information, and so that we'll know, and then you can post it as well, and then I'll post it on my YouTube channel as well. But thank you so much for watching. We apprate the comment.
Oh yeah. I don't always catch it live. Like most people don't catch us live either sometimes. But I'll go back and like I said, I'm listening to them, and I just love their energy. I love to see the sisters connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So you guys make sure you check out Michelle's podcast. It's here on YouTube. Sisters Connect. So go find it, guys, and subscribe and check out Michelle's page also here on YouTube. You Say So. You Say So with Michelle. Okay. So check that out.
We need to get together so we can maybe do something.
Yes, you have been on my mind because, like, we were telling our audience the other day, we don't do a lot of collaborations, just depending on what it's about, because we want to make sure we keep the platform, authentic. Absolutely. And we don't want to just sell stuff to people just because they ask us. We get a lot of that. Can we come on? Mm-hmm. And we're not just in the business of selling stuff, unnecessarily. If I don't believe in the product myself, I can't invite you to talk about it. I think, Michelle, you froze again? Yeah. Yep. So while Michelle's still frozen, what else y'all want to talk about right quick?
I had a question for Michelle.
Oh, okay.
The wedding officiant, is it ever formal? Like where you're going to like the ceremony or anything?
It could be. Like one couple I did said that they were going to have a formal wedding when they were able to get her parents over here from the DR, wherever they live, and that he would be reaching out to me. But I'm not interested in formal.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do. That's why I'm staying away from it a little bit.
Yeah,
that aspect. I don't.
Yeah, and it's civil. It's always civil. It's okay. It's never what's the other one? I don't even know because the religious. It's not religious. It's just
right.
And I'll do the quick one. Now I'll give them some ridiculous fee if they try to book me for something formal. And
that's what I was thinking. Okay, that gives me a little more insight.
Somebody else had something in the chat, Michelle, about the wedding officiant. Guys, I'm just kind of skipping around the chat tonight since we have Michelle here talking about the wedding officiant. Again, this is just off the cuff. You see how notaries support each other. I always say the other notary is not the competition. Right. And this is a clear example of that. Michelle just happened to be in the audience tonight. We come on up. So the question for you though, Michelle, or a statement, I guess, is someone says they wish they could be a wedding officiant. In Missouri, that's the majority of the requests in Thumbtack right now. So I don't know about Missouri. Can you tell us why you can't be a wedding officiant? Oh yeah, Sisters Connect is the bomb. Check it out, y'all. Check it out.
Is Missouri one of those states? I had to go get.
I don't know anything about it.
I know Florida, Tennessee. There's like about 6 or 7 places.
Is Texas one of them?
No, I don't think you can in Texas.
Right, that's what it's saying in the chat. They can't do it in Texas.
So let me ask you, is it that they can't do it as a notary, or they can't do it if they are a minister?
No, as a notary. Now, if you become a wedding officiant, you can, then that's totally different than just being, so they can go to that church. Maybe you want
to and get their certification, and it's not even that you have to be a member of the church. They just give you something. It doesn't mean you have to be a member of that church or whatever. It's just an actual online something. They give you a certificate. So, but like Michelle was saying earlier, she do Instacart. She do whatever she got to do. And I also do whatever. Do you do apostilles, Michelle?
You know what? I need that. That's on my list. Just like Ron, right?
Well, we're not a Ron state in Georgia, so.
Not yet, right?
It's never. I won't say never, but we're in that state that I'm not putting no stock in that. If it come, it come. It might be 15 years. We're always the last on that kind of stuff. So I don't.
Georgia, they a trip. They will allow these attorneys to get $650 to close a loan, but they won't let the notaries earn a little $100 to. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we doing okay. We doing better than most people think in Georgia. That's why.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're all in Georgia, and Georgia gets such a bad rap, girl.
But you still can make some money in Georgia.
Oh,
I'm sure you can. You got to just know what to do and how to do it.
All right, so it's Florida, Montana, Maine, Nevada, South Carolina, and Tennessee. It don't even say Georgia. Well, yeah, it don't say Georgia on here. In here.
Now, those are states that cannot do it.
No, that can't
do it.
Oh, they can.
Mm-hmm. And I'm on the website, National Notary Association's website.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So sometimes, guys, just because somebody tell you cannot do something doesn't mean you can't do it. You need to do a little homework and see if there's a back door way to get it done. Okay.
Yeah. Like you said, going to that church and getting your
Someone put it in the chat.
What they put in there, Andrew?
Somebody put it in the
Universal
chat.
Life.
Universal Life Church.
Yeah,
Universal Life Church.
Let me get in this room, y'all. So we were just
someone also said Florida can perform weddings.
Oh, okay, Florida. Yeah, Florida is killing it with the wedding officiant. Yes, they are. Did you guys, have any more questions about the wedding officiant? We lost Michelle. We gonna wrap up shortly anyway. But Angela, you want to go ahead and tell them about the event coming up?
Sure, you guys. It's only 2 more days to sign up for our meet and greet in Georgia, which is on this Sunday, May 15th, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock in Snellville. So sign up. There's a little space left. So we're very, very excited. We even have people coming from Florida, which is amazing because they want to be a part of it. So go on notaryeducatorsllc.com. If you have any questions, you can send us a message through contact us on the website. But we are all ready to be a part of this event, and we hope that we'll see you guys there.
I missed it. Angela, what is it?
We have a meet and greet on Sunday. We're hosting a meet and greet for notaries in Georgia.
And
it's on this Sunday, the 15th, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And we will be serving dinner.
Yep.
We will be serving dinner. South Carolina people are coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop you some gems.
I was supposed to be there. My son-in-law is graduating from. He's getting his PhD from Georgia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was supposed to come, but he ended up getting COVID, and then he said that if he tests negative, that they were still going to go. But I was like, I don't know. I ain't coming.
Hey, Michelle, that is great. I wanted to see, can you answer this too, right quick? But I don't know. So Treats and Design says that they see on the website that they can only charge $30 for a wedding officiant. How are people charging more? I'm gonna answer it now that Michelle answer.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be the same thing with in Georgia. They say we can only charge $2. You have to really know how to work around some of the written things. They may be charging for the package of the like Michelle was saying, maybe they brought decorations or include designs and that part of it too. I mean, it's a lot of ways to get that fee up. You know,
And
and
maybe you
offering additional services.
And maybe you charging the $35 for the wedding efficient, but you charging them a $75 travel fee to get there.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yep, mine is a travel fee because when I'm driving, it's usually about 45 minutes away. So I'm like, yeah, that's my travel. And as long as they agree to the fee, then you know, in advance, then you know, and I say, hey, this is what I charge. Is that okay? They say, yeah. I'm like, all right, have my cash. Have my cash when I get.
That's we all about the money around here too, Michelle. Believe girl, we don't play.
Dang, if I'm coming, I would definitely be there Sunday, but I don't think I'm coming.
Well, just let us know if you happen to pop in. Just let us know if something changes or whatever. So, Michelle, we are going to kind of wrap it up. We were kind of just hopping on for a moment. I'm going to just do a little outro for you. And thank you again for hopping on the platform. Check out Michelle and You Say So. Michelle, check out the podcast over at Sisters Connect. And then we'll plan again for you to come back another day, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks for having me, ladies. You have
a
good day. Nice to meet you in person.
All right, Michelle, take care.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So that was fun. Just an impromptu.
That was fun, yeah.
Yeah. Alexis, anything you want to add about the event coming up or answer a few of the questions in the chat?
Yeah, well, one, I just wanted to say, make sure you all are there. If you can come, please come. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be really, the key thing I want you all to get out of it is the gems. We want you to walk away feeling like you can conquer Georgia. You can conquer wherever you're from. You can conquer Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, wherever you're from. We want you to leave there feeling motivated. And now you know you got a whole network of new notaries that you did not have before.
Yeah.
Okay? And like I said,
I think that's gonna be the best part too, Alexis. It's just networking and seeing so many like-minded people. Because a lot of times people say, how do I find a notary buddy? And everybody's gonna be right there. I mean, take numbers and network. Yes, Angela.
The networking thing is like great because sometimes people say, well, I'm not getting any business, or how do I do this? I had somebody call me today for a notary in Fairburn. I called like 5 people and nobody answered their phone but one person. So you can meet a buddy, and when they can't do the job, they can flip it over to you. And likewise, you can flip it over to you. And that's how that's another way to build your business, is to have, Kim talks about it all the time. We talk about it in the training, have a notary buddy, collab with somebody. And that's the way your business works. You can be way more successful collaborating or connecting than trying to do it by yourself.
You can. When you think about even songs, singing groups like Destiny's Child, of course, okay, we know Beyonce went on to blow up, right? But when they were doing anything together, they were really rocking and rolling. And a lot of groups are very successful because they're a group, and then one person want to go off and do their own thing, and they're sometimes not as successful. They broke up the group thinking, somebody put that bug in their ear, well, you better than him, or you better than she is. Better than he is, or whatever. So same thing in the notary space. Don't think the other person is the competition. I mean, like I said, Michelle has a channel. I watch her. She watches me. I learn from her. We learn from each other. And to invite her up today, that was cool, And like I said, we're not the competition. We could work well together. So, Alexis, what else were you saying? I know we kind of hijacked your thought there.
Yeah, Alexis, sorry about that.
Sorry.
But you had some good points.
But one more thing I know too, for this meet and greet, I know sometimes, I'm gonna speak for me, but me personally, sometimes we can get lost in the whole notary world and kind of feel disconnected because maybe it's just us that we know that are becoming notaries or that are wanting to do the notary thing, do the loan signing thing, everything, around the notary world. It's just us, right? We have us and then YouTube and whoever else we communicate with. But most of the time I realize that people really don't have other people to communicate with. That's why I'm thankful I have Angela and Kimmi every single day. But I do realize that a lot of people don't have, like a network, like other people that are going through the same things you're going through, trying to figure out what you're trying to figure out. It's always easier when somebody is doing the same thing as you because you can bounce ideas off of people. And like they were saying, if something needs to be done, like if you have a job you can't do, you can pass it off to somebody else. If you don't know something, you can give somebody a ring. So that's the main thing with this meet and greet. We really want people to meet and greet. We want people to build a network and walk away with a few numbers in your phone. And even if they're not in the same area as you, hey, it's somebody that's going through the exact same thing you're going through. And even though our laws might be different from other states, guess what? The bottom line is always the same. We're notaries out here trying to, get this money. And it's a lot of money to get. So that's a lot. It's going to be a lot of gems in this session. It's going to be a lot of gems at the meet and greet. And I am so excited to really meet you all too, because I can finally put a lot of faces to names and voices I've been hearing for months now. So I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I am too. So we got a couple things from Facebook. Juju said, indeed, that's what she did today. She actually called another notary in her area to help her out. And that's what it's all about. And then we had another one from Facebook. Miss Elizabeth is dropping gems too. She said, hey, everybody, she just signed up to become a minister online at the American Marriage Ministries for free. Now the minister or the nation package is $45, and she's in New Jersey. So that's a way for you to, again, try to get around that. If you cannot do it as a notary, but you can do it as a minister role or whatever, the title or whatever. I think that's all we had tonight, because I got a 9 o'clock actually. But again, thank you. Big shout out to Michelle, always to Angela and Alexis. It's a pleasure. And we are going to do some networking. And also, guys, with the Facebook group, let me say this. I hope y'all stay to the end. This is from our people on the replay and people in the group and everybody watching. When you're in our Facebook group, go ahead and put 99% of your questions should go through the Facebook group, not privately to myself, Angela, or Alexis. Why? Not because we don't want to be bothered. It's because we want to train. And every question that you have, somebody else has probably had the same question and may be able to answer it, or it's a teachable moment. So if you're back channeling us or, texting us on the back end and all that, one, we are working, so it's not that, again, we don't mind sometimes, but on the norm, most of your questions should go in the Facebook group. And that's why we created that channel. And again, all three of us are always in there. And then you can be teaching others at the same time, each one teach one. And that's free. So, again, drop your questions and stuff. You had a signing or whatever. Somebody reached out the other day. I forgot what it was. And I was like, can you put it in the chat? So when I tell you that, don't think that any of us are being mean-spirited. We're not. We want to help you, but we want to teach the whole group.
Right.
Okay.
And if we're working notaries. So if we're on a job, we may not be able to get back to you for 30 minutes or an hour. If you put it in the chat, one of us may see it or a fellow notary, and you can get your answer quicker too.
Yep. So let's use that Facebook group, guys. That is our main form of communication. And actually, jobs are going in there. Somebody needed a apostille done. Now, thank you, Angela. Earlier, the other Angela was mentioning she learned about apostille from watching my channel. Somebody put in there today they needed somebody to do an apostille, I think. Or they needed witnesses, and then Angela and I needed witnesses. Somebody else was trying to give away a couple assignments recently. So put your jobs in there. If you're in the area and you need some help, put it in the Facebook group. Support your fellow notaries. We could be our own signing company. All right, guys. Well, anything else? If not, we are out.
Yes.
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, it's been our pleasure as always. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Much success out there.